The Vanishing of the Ninth, A Chronicle of Shadows, Britannia, 117 A.D. The wind howled like a wolf across the high moors of the north, its chill slicing through armor and bone. In the fading twilight, the banners of Rome's famed Nona Legio Hispana fluttered defiantly, crimson against the gray skies of Caledonia. At full strength, over 5,000 trained soldiers, Legio IX had crossed the wall into the wilds beyond, tasked with extinguishing the embers of rebellion. But by the dawn of the third day, not a single soul remained. What happened in that cursed land has haunted Rome ever since. The March Beyond the Mist. Under the command of General Titus Rufus Verinius, the Ninth Legion had been dispatched north from Eboracum, modern-day York. Their mission, to pacify the insurgent tribes, the Picts, Rome's fiercest and most elusive foes. The Emperor Trajan, confident in the might of Rome, believed the Ninth would make quick work of the rebels. But Verinius, an aging veteran of Dacian wars, knew better. The Picts are not men, he told his tribunes. They are ghosts of the forest. They do not fight. They vanish. Then you vanish. The legion crossed Hadrian's Wall in midwinter. No word came back. Secung. Whispers from the woods. 3 weeks later, a single Roman scout staggered back to the wall, covered in blood, eyes wide with madness. Before dying of fever, he rasped a single word over and over. Cailleach. The local Britons recoiled in fear. The Cailleach was the Hag of Winter, a goddess of death in their lore. It was said she rose each century to reclaim her dominion, sweeping her icy cloak across the land and devouring armies whole. A senator in Rome scoffed when news reached him. A goddess? More likely they were butchered by naked savages and cowards in the night. But the truth was far stranger than myth, or logic. The Chostuyur Druid's curse. Unbeknownst to the Roman officers, among the tribes, a pact had been made, an ancient ritual performed by the last of the Druids, calling upon the old spirits. For decades, the legions had destroyed their sacred groves, burned their temples, crucified their priests. In the winter of 117, the land itself demanded vengeance. When no word returned from the Ninth, scattered Rome grew and uneasy, broken, told a second stories force and was prepared whispers. to march. Entire But Trajan, cohorts superstitious and aging, hesitated. War cries that echoed no from general nowhere. shall be thrown into Wild the jaws of animals Britannia's that night obey without silent cause. command. So Men the frozen record in keepers place, did what Romans eyes did best. glassy, They bodies erased untouched, failure. And always, the Ninth feeling of being Legion's watched, name was not by quietly men, removed from but something official older. rolls. Mentions The were silence stricken of from Rome. marble. When They no became word returned ghosts from the in Ninth, parchment Rome and grew stone. uneasy. Only A second in the force was farthest prepared to corners march, of empire but did the Trajan, tale survive. Superstitious and aging, hesitated. No general shall be thrown into the jaws of Britannia's night without cause. So the record keepers did what Romans did best. They erased failure. The Ninth Legion's name was quietly removed from official rolls. Mentions were stricken from marble. They became ghosts in parchment and stone. Only in the farthest corners of empire did the tale survive. The bones, in the earth centuries later, in a peat bog near Inverness, a Roman vexillum, the eagle standard of a legion, was unearthed, wrapped in wolf hide, its bronze stained black. No bodies were found, only footprints, preserved in mud, leading in every direction, and then, abruptly stopping. No battle, no retreat, no survivors, just disappearance. Epilogue. The curse lingers. To this day, the disappearance of the Ninth remains unsolved. Historians argue over logistics. Archaeologists debate conflicting evidence. But the tribes of the North still tell the tale of the red men who vanished in the mist and the spirit queen who took them. And each winter solstice, in the glens of Scotland, fires are lit in silence, lest the Cailleach rise again and take another legion into the shadows.